Good morning, Pelham Road. Well, for the next couple of days, I don't know, it might just be today, maybe 2 days, I'm going to talk about hospitality. You know, it's mentioned a lot in the Bible, and we don't nearly pay as much attention to it as we should. There is a beloved ritual in the Catholic Church found in Central and South America. I'm sure I will mispronounce this. Les Posadas. It's a 9-day celebration at Christmas time. Two people dress up like Mary and Joseph. Can you hear my neighbors? That's Natalie. They're playing in their pool. Delightful girl, 5 or 6, but she's always having friends over, so you're just going to get used to the noise. Sorry, summertime. Anyway, two people dress up like Mary and Joseph, and certain houses in the neighborhood are designated sort of like the inn. And the head of the procession will have a candle inside a paper lampshade. And at each house, the residents respond by singing songs. Then nightly, there is an exchange between the couple playing Mary and Joseph and the owner of the house. So get the picture. There's Mary and Joseph and a procession of people behind them, and there's somebody with a candle, and they've knocked on this door to try to get in. And there's a couple on the other side of the door who know what's coming and they know what to say. And so as they knock on the door from the inside of the house, the homeowner will yell back, "This is not an inn. Keep moving. I cannot open the door lest you be a scoundrel." Of course, they say that in Spanish. Joseph pleads his case, but he finally takes his pregnant wife and he walks away. And this happens for 8 nights. And each night, the holy couple are escorted by children carrying poinsettias and by adults carrying candles. On the 9th night, which should be Christmas Eve, Mary and Joseph are finally recognized and allowed to enter the inn. On the final night, they knock on the door, usually the door of their church in their neighborhood, and inside are people who are playing the role of the innkeeper. And Mary and Joseph from the outside sing, "In the name of God, we ask those who dwell here, give some travelers lodging this evening." And this time, the innkeeper on the inside lets them in, and the group of guests come into the home, and they all kneel around the nativity scene, and they say a prayer together. And after the prayer, they sing, and the singing is concluded with the children receiving candy and treats. Now, for my Spanish translation of this service, I went to our own Susie Tobin, who is from Colombia, South America, and I asked, does posada, that's the word, mean inn? And she said, well, there's not a one-to-one English translation. She continued and she said, well, it doesn't mean like a hotel. I said, well, does it mean welcome? That would fit perfectly for my sermon. And she said, well, no, it doesn't really mean welcome either. She went on, she said, the root of the word is like a place or to place something. I said, a place like an inn? And she said, no, I've already told you, it's not an inn. It's more like you've worked real hard during the day, and now you're going to the posadas. And I said, well, does it mean like a place of rest? Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, that's the way it's being used. It's a place of rest. And I immediately thought of Romans 12:13, which says, contribute to the needs of the saints and extend hospitality to strangers. Offer them a place to rest. Hospitality is the act of opening our arms. Hospitality is the act of sharing our asparagus casserole, sharing whatever we have. On one occasion, the disciples asked Jesus, what should we do? And Jesus said, whoever has 2 coats must share with anyone who doesn't have any coats. And from everyone to whom much has been given, much is required. To everyone to whom much is given, much is required. That's the beginning of hospitality. Maybe more about this tomorrow. Bye now.